This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Might blame Jayalalitha for possessing disproportionate assets, but appears his own security men are not too far behind. An NDTV Hindu exclusive. MDMK's Vaiko comes under fire for talking against the nation's sovereignty and being a troublemaker. He's slammed with 3 charges.
உரிய முறையில் நீதிமன்றத்திலே நாங்கள் எதிர்கொள்வோம்.
Is the Tandon committee that's looking to de-recognize universities a valid one after all? The Supreme Court investigates. A new post and a better pay, but to a place that was completely imaginary. A victim of the ironies of our system wakes up to some.
ஒரு மாத காலமாக மனைவி மற்றும் மன உளைச்சல் அதிகமாக இருக்கு.
Well, this could arguably be the best address in Chennai, bang in the heart of the city.
No, not a dream. A dream apartment with a catch that many don't mind at all. Chennai girl Deepika Pallikal squashes her compatriots to clinch number 35 in the world rankings. Good evening, I'm Evelyn Matthew. You're watching News Tonight on NDTV Hindu. Let's also take a look at the national headlines. A corner at Kalmadi sets up a probe after Foreign Ministry sources say his team tampered with letters sent by the Indian High Commission to the UK. BJP's Sushma Swaraj initiates the price debate in the lower house, says that the government has fixed its own budget. The Kashmir Valley gets bloodier by the day as the death toll goes up to 25. The centre decides to send more forces. Malaysia may no longer be a welcome tourist spot. The nation that claims to be truly Asia denies visa on arrival to the Indians. After Chandrayaan-1, it's India's second unmanned mission to the moon gears up to be the next space rover for lunar soil. The men who closely guard the top man of the state, the chief minister, are in the eye of a storm now. A petition has been filed seeking a direction to the Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption to probe into allegations of corruption against 3 security officers of the Tamil Nadu chief minister. It was a financial controller of an NGO called the Federation of Anti-Corruption Team who has filed this petition. In his affidavit, he has alleged that 3 officers are in actual possession of assets disproportionate to known sources of income. The 3 police officers are in the rank of inspectors of police in the core cell security branch with the CID of Tamil Nadu Police. They take home salaries ranging between 10,000 and 12,000 rupees. In 2008, these officers were allotted a plot in Mugaper area under the government discretionary quota for their unblemished service, whilst one of the officers got the allotment under the social worker scheme. This was also an officer who was recently promoted as DSP. Our reporter Shabir Ahmed caught up with C. Selvaraj's counsel, one of those security officers' counsel, that is Mr. Radhakrishnan. Here's what he had to say.
Sir, what is your main contention in this petition, sir?
Here, 3 government officials. They were inspectors of police at the time of allotment of house plots, by the government to them. They were allotted these house plots under the scheme, government discretionary quota scheme. These people were able to pay rupees 75 lakhs in one lump sum, each of them. How these 75 lakhs came to them, nobody knows.
But they could have also taken loans, sir.
Right. If they had taken loans, anywhere, either from the bank or from the relatives or friends, they should have intimated this fact to the government prior to allotment. Had they intimated, okay, this is the amount, I have arranged by means of loan, that becomes legal. When they had not intimated this, they are deemed to have committed criminal misconduct under the Prevention of Corruption Act.
So what action can be taken against them, sir, according to law?
And now, the moment the complaint is received by the Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption, with documentary evidence that they were allotted this plot and they get paid in one lump sum rupees 75 lakhs. What the DVAC ought to have done is, immediately they should register the complaint first. Then they should start investigation. You know, they are keeping the complaint for 11 months now, forcing the petitioner to come to the court. You know, this is how the court's time is wasted. Now, you know, he has come to the court, kindly direct the DVAC, you know, to register the complaint and proceed further. DVAC's duty is that.
Well, the petitioners' counsel, they're speaking to our reporter. Now, documents that were obtained under the RTI is now available with NDTV Hindu, and says all three officers had paid 75 lakhs in a single installment. The petitioner alleges that these officers do not even have legal sources of income. And for more details on that, our reporter Shabir Ahmed now joins us live from our newsroom. Shabir, you've been tracking the story. You in fact have those documents with you. What does it really say?
Well, this is the document, this is the allotment order issued by the government of Tamil Nadu, and this is another document of Tamil Nadu Housing Board, which clearly says that 74 lakh rupees has been paid by Mr. C. Ganesan, Inspector of Police, in one installment. So that is something which these documents reveal, and in fact also there are plenty documents attached with this this petition, and this is the document of Vinodan, C. Vinodan, which also clearly says that he has issued he has paid around 74 lakh rupees in one go, and also this salary certificate which was issued for only for this purpose, that is what it's written here, to purchase house site from TNHB, Tamil Nadu Housing Board. So it clearly says that C. Vinodan, Inspector of Police, is earning just 10,000 rupees. His carry home salary is 10,000 rupees, and this is salary slip of Mr. C. Ganesan. His take home is around 12,000 rupees, and the petitioner asked only one question, is that how can an officer pay 75 lakh rupees in one go when he is actually earning 10 to 12,000 rupees. So that is something perhaps the big question right before everyone at this point in time, and that is why they have approached the court to actually seek direction from the court to file to actually probe into this entire issue. And we also have this document which is related to Mr. Pandian, who is now promoted as the DSP, and he has got the allotment in his wife's name, Meena, and she comes under the category of social worker. So what is there for a social worker? And this document says that Meena has actually participated in several activities of Lions Club and free health checkups and other welfare activities, and that is why she is a social worker. So that on that basis they have allotted the house site for Meena, who is wife of Pandian, DSP Pandian.
Right.
So these are the documents which reveals plenty of information, Evelyn.
Right. When is this case expected to come up to the courts for hearing?
Well, as of now, what we are hearing from our sources is that tomorrow it may come up for hearing, and that is when it has been listed. That is what advocate told us a short while ago. But they are hopeful that whenever this case comes up for hearing, they have evidence with them. They have documented evidence with them. Definitely, they will try and seek justice. That is what they are hopeful about, Evelyn.
All right. Thanks very much indeed, Shabir, for joining us with those details. Could be shocking if it were proved true.